Hello, lovely people. Welcome once again to Abenasia's Recipes. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how I prepped for Thanksgiving dinner. This is the day before Thanksgiving, and I like to marinate my meat and also do a few baking before Thanksgiving Day. We won't be having turkey for Thanksgiving Day. We'll be having chicken and ribs. I began by cutting out the backbone of the chicken, which is also called spatchcock. I'll make sure to leave a link in my description on how you can spatchcock your chicken. I've squeezed lemon on my chicken and I've poured vinegar and water. I'm leaving that to sit for about 10 minutes while I work on my ribs. My ribs is also out of the bag now, so I'm giving it a quick rinse, and then I'll go ahead and remove the membrane that is on the back of the ribs. I have a full video on ribs, so I'll make sure to leave that in my description. So I'm cleaning my ribs with lemon and water. Okay, you can clean your ribs anyhow you want. And then I went ahead and transferred it onto a paper towel lined tray to soak some of the water that is on the ribs. Now back to my chicken. I'm giving my chicken a good wash. You can wash it anyhow you want, but I make sure that my chicken is very well cleaned. Alright, and this is how the spatchcock chicken looks like. I'll be using two different marinade for my chicken. I'll have a green marinade chicken and also a dry rub chicken. So in here I have onion, garlic, ginger, habanero pepper, parsley, fresh thyme, scallion, rosemary, anise seed, and then I'm putting a tablespoon of chicken bouillon and a tablespoon of salt, and then about a quarter cup of oil. And this is what I'll be using for one of the chicken. So there we have it. We have a green marinade. Let's marinate the chicken. So I began by putting some of the marinade on the inside of the chicken, and then I turned the chicken over and lifted the skin that is on top of the breast, and I inserted some of the marinade inside the skin of the chicken. You want the breast to be flavorful as well, and I made sure to insert some of the marinade inside the thigh as well. Every part of the chicken must be flavorful. So I'm all done. I'll cover it up and put it in the refrigerator for the next day. Now I'll move on to marinate the other chicken. So I have dry rub, I have chili powder, paprika, salt, anise seed, rosemary, parsley, garlic powder, onion powder, ginger powder, and I'll make sure to leave a link of my spatchcock chicken. It does have all the detailed measurements for this recipe. Okay, and I'm repeating the same process again. So I'll first marinate the inside of the chicken, and then I'll turn it over and then insert some of the marinade under the skin of the chicken and every part of the chicken. I'll cover this up and leave it in my refrigerator for the next day. To season my ribs, I start with liquid smoke. Liquid smoke gives the ribs that smoky flavor, and I love it. I'll then sprinkle my salt, my black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I'll make sure to leave a link in my description for my baby back ribs recipe. I'll use my hands to rub everything on there, and then I turn that over to repeat the same seasoning process again. I'll then use my hands to rub the marinade on the ribs, and I'll be keeping this in my refrigerator for tomorrow, guys. I'm super excited. Now over to my son. He's making some sweet dinner rolls. He's putting his flour, salt, sugar, yeast, nutmeg. Then he went ahead and added his eggs, vanilla, and some milk. Everything got mixed, and then he added his butter. And whilst the bread dough was kneading, my daughter wanted to make pumpkin cupcakes. So now she's mixing the wet ingredients, this eggs, oil, and pumpkin puree, and in her dry ingredients, flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and then now they've put some cupcake liners and they're ready to bake it at 350. Guys, everybody was so helpful, and that is what Thanksgiving is all about. We all come together and help out. So my daughter went ahead and baked her cupcakes and it came out beautiful. She inserted a toothpick in the middle and it came out clean, so she took them out. And we'll be making cream cheese frosting the next day, which is Thanksgiving Day. Okay guys, so we also went ahead and allowed the bread dough to rise and we baked it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. And my son is also super excited. He brushed the top of the rolls with butter. So this is it for tonight. We like doing this the day before so that on Thanksgiving Day, the oven can be available to do other things. Thank you guys so much for staying with me until this time. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. If you're a new subscriber, a warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please kindly hit that post notification so anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Thank you. God bless you. And please stay safe. Bye, guys.